What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, fantastic afternoon, fantastic pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Awesome broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're so deeply in the pocket of sunny California, Los Angeles, folks. We're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one, because today's a beautiful day. Today is a wonderful day. Today is June 24th, 2024. It's Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we're back. I'm back. I took a day off. I took a hiatus, because as you guys know, it's just half days galore out here. Half day Andy takes a full day off. What the hell is going on? Is this guy out of control? Anyway, we're live. We're alive. And there is a lot to talk about today. As far as personal news goes, as you guys know, I ended the broadcast after a decisive, overwhelming, powerful, phenomenal dub in Elden Ring for the first mini boss, which I perceived as a training session, a mere training session.
Man, Hassan, you don't know how to play the From Software games. Hassan, do this. Hassan, do that.
And then Sunday came around. What did I do? As always, what do I do every Sunday? I played basketball. I took Kaya to the park. We had a BRTTANY episode, which for the record, I think is an absolute banger of an episode. I'm very excited about that episode. It came out. Hope you guys watched it already on Monday morning, at least like to a certain point. That episode is an absolute banger, 10 out of 10 podcast episode. But Brittany is a very busy gal, very popular gal. And for that reason, we had to do it at 2 p.m. in the middle of the day, smack dab in the middle of the day, which meant I could not stream. But fear not, I took advantage of that opportunity and I made the most of that. What did I do? After the basketball situation, I went and I filmed the freaking TikTok, baby. You guys already know. I posted a thirst trap on Insta. I took my shirt off. I went in the pool. I got suntan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did all of that. I did all of the things that normally people do. Normal people do. These are good things. These aren't bad things. These are normal things, right? I was like a normie yesterday. You know what normie people do on Sundays? I did as well. Here is a photo of the beautiful gal right after she came out of the pool. This is what she looked like, an actual bear. There you go. Here's a little fucking teaseroni. Look at that. Looking lean, looking mean. I'm, of course, talking about this little baby right here. We had a daddy-daughter day. Okay, that's what we did. We had a daddy-daughter day together. I wanted her to have a formative experience. And what was that formative experience? That's right. Some of you are already posting it in the chat. The formative experience was Kaya's first ever pool sesh. The first ever moment that she is in the water. Now, I don't usually go in the water myself. I don't usually go in the pool that much. I'm not like a frequent pool user. It's great for my family. It's great for my friends. But I'm too busy streaming during the times when you normally go in the pool. So taking the day off, it gave me the opportunity to utilize the mother freaking pool. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, for the parasocialists out there, this is an exclusive, world exclusive for all of you that come in right as I start. It's our little secret. What's up, folks? I'm putting Kaya in the pool for the first time ever. It's really hot out here in the summer, and yeah, let's see how it goes. She did not like that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, I'm with you.
You look like you have a filter on. Yeah, TikTok I think has an auto filter on it.
Oh, she's so heavy. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. There we go. You're doing great.
it's her first time in the pool. I'd say that was a relatively successful mission. What do you think, Kai? Oh, God. Kaya? Kaya? You want to go back in? You want to go back in? Professional producer? Dude, I'm a little bit of an editor, dude. I'm a bit of an editor. Will literally was like, who edits your TikToks? And I was like, bro, what do you mean who? Me, motherfucker. I edit my own TikToks. That TikTok's also somewhat of a big deal because, I mean, this is like me shirtless in the wild. You know what I mean? It's like taken me years and years. I'm still not ready for a full before and after photo, but like this is the most you've seen me probably shirtless in a very long time. It's a big deal for me. I obviously have a lot of body dysmorphia, and beyond the obvious body dysmorphia that you get from going to the gym, I gained a lot of weight during COVID, as you guys know, and I lost all of it. I lost all of it at this point. I'm like 232 as of today. She's a little old for the first time swimming. That's why she's nervous. She was cute in the pool lobby. Yeah, I think I'll just like keep putting her in the pool like that until she gets more comfortable with it. But it's not like she was running away from the water. You know what I mean? She wasn't like genuinely terrified of it. Like, cause after that, my buddies came and we played, we played around in the pool. He brought his dog. His dog is like a demon. His dog loves the water. His dog just like jumps in the water voluntarily. After the pool shenanigans were over, Brittany Broski pulled up. And then after that, Will and I had a boys' day where we went shopping, get some summer fits off. Because unfortunately, I guess this is a good problem to have, but unfortunately, I have lost a lot of weight, as you guys have noticed. So thank you for noticing. And beyond the weight loss, I just simply don't fit into my previous clothes. So because of that reason, I need like new shit. For the most part. How do you find good looking fits? I generally struggle with finding stuff that suits me. First of all, it's entirely dependent on your body type, and it's also entirely dependent on what you like. I like silhouettes. I do wear expensive designer gear, as my haters will quickly point out. But in many instances, the shit that I wear, you will rarely ever see. Like, I don't do logomania. I rarely ever have like, fucking logos in your face. Some people like that shit. I don't. I care more about the silhouettes in general. And the problem for me is that I'm incredibly large and I'm broad. And because I'm large and broad, a lot of silhouettes don't fit on me in the way that they're supposed to, because when fashion brands are making clothes, they don't think about like a dude my size and how it's going to fit on me. The reason why like all runway models and a lot of models just like look a certain build, they might have like unique aesthetic features beyond that, but they all have like the same body size, is because they are like a hanger. Clothes just fucking hit them perfectly. The clothes sit on them perfectly. I, on the other hand, do not have that body type. I have probably one of the worst body types. Elden Ring players took out Friday just to spend their 8+ hours fighting their first op. 8 hours, bro. I cooked this motherfucker after like the 6th one. I had already figured out the movesets. That's what I was trying to say. A lot of people skipped this one or went back to it later or took like 8-9 hours trying to kill this dude. It's so funny because like for me, it was not that hard at all. I didn't understand that. But yeah, Black Gal Knight, the second I pull out my flask to heal, is true. He did do that quite a bit. It took me like, I think an hour and a half maximum to beat him. And it took me like 26 deaths or 27 deaths or something. But remember, that is me incredibly rusty. I think a lot of haters in the chat forget that I 2-tap Margit. I literally went in there and I fucking double tapped him like in the base game. Do we forget that? Is that what happened? Are we just forgetting shit? Proof? I mean, it was on stream. Look at me. Whop, 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 whop. Bitch. Did you overlevel? No, I'm actually kind of underleveled from what I've heard from other people. I'm 143 and like my vigor is not 60. I have like 43 or maybe 50 vigor or something. You're too humble so people don't think you're as good as you actually are. No, I'm very critical of myself, but like ultimately I wouldn't say I'm like goated or anything. I'm not like a great Elden Ring player at all. It's just one game that I'm like kind of decent at. Like From Software games, I'm kind of decent at. I'm really bad at everything else. And I'm very honest about that. Something clicks when you play these sorts of games where you start moving different. You start becoming more fluid because the game, like I said, the game is not even about a battle against like these enemies that are killing you. It's a battle up here. Charlie did a good video talking about all the negative review bombing of Elden Ring DLC King. Yeah. I heard that people are just like very upset about how hard it is or whatever. Here, I have a controversial opinion, but I think that's a good thing because I think that is indicative of the normie fan base that Elden Ring has actually created. From Software finally has a fucking normie fan base. It was always a very popular game for sure. Like From Software has had a lot of popular, it has been a very popular franchise and people have like slowly but surely developed into the franchise, myself included. I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late comer into the franchise, but like, I think that's the reason. That's the reason why people are like, yeah, it's too hard. Yeah, no shit is too hard, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't have easy mode. Like it is a game that is specifically designed to be hard. Like that is the whole point of the game. It is one of the only single player games you can play where you get the sense of accomplishment that you would playing against real humans in a multiplayer game. I have never experienced in a single player game the same intensity and the same feeling, a sense of accomplishment that I do playing From Software games. And I'm sure there are other games out there as well. I'm just saying like that was the selling point for me. The whole point is, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Okay, it's a hard game and it's gonna be a hard game. And I think like a lot of normies forgot. And also there is a way to play these games and a lot of normies are not invested in that for some weird reason. Nobody is fucking forcing your ass. You're not live streaming this, right? To millions of fucking people. Nobody's forcing your ass to fucking beat the bosses without summons. Take summons. Do the mimic. It's there for that purpose. And more importantly, level up. Get the Scaramucci's. I think people forget. Cheese it up, baby. There's no wrong way to play From Software games unless you're a mage, in which case you're a pussy and a coward. Okay? That's like, what are we doing? Oh, look at me. Look at my cannon. Look at my glass cannon build. Okay. Oh, you made a glass cannon build? That's crazy. The game is unfair on purpose, but you have to access the same, if not more, unfair stuff. Trying to fight it fair when complaining you're getting stomped is a you problem. Well, the beauty of me with this boss was that I did play it fair. In the sense that like everyone kept trying to tell me like, no, go get this, go get that, you know, level up more. And it was like, no, because there is one other way to fucking beat every boss. And that's precisely why every massive speedrunner does shit like this, which is study the moveset and get good. And that's why I said by the sixth one, I was relatively consistently, I would say around like 60% to 70% accuracy, dodging all of his shit. Obviously, the double air dash and the delayed secondary attack, and sometimes the third attack after the air dash was a bit of a problem. But I also started timing that right too by like the 10th one, and then it was over. Obviously, that doesn't mean that it's going to be the same for every boss. This boss is not hard. This was not a hard boss. I recognize that this was not a hard boss from the jump. Ultimately, if you figure out the moveset, and if you get comfortable with the moveset, then it's over. You could literally fucking do the thing I was doing early on, which is come in close, look for an opening, hit, and then roll back. It would take up this much of the fucking health bar, but you could literally technically do that if you wanted to over the course of a 25-minute fight that you could probably end in like 5 minutes for the most part. If you were to do it normally, if you wanted to do it, you could literally take away the health bar, 200 at a time with any boss. Yeah, no, I love Elden Ring. I'm very excited. I was legitimately scared to play it. I was legitimately scared to get back into the fucking DLC because it's been 2 years since I played the base game, and I was worried. I was worried that like it wasn't going to be like riding a bike, and it was exactly like riding a bike. I will tell you that much. So if you're like an old school From Software player and you get back into DLC, if you're like me, if you played it one and done and you were worried, like, no, it's obviously it's the equipment and the lore. I forgot everything about that. And there's like, there's a lot going on that front. And I have to like re-up on that. And I have to look for like Scaramucci's all around the fucking map. I'll tell you guys one funny thing about Elden Ring as well. So on my Steam Deck, I have an application. I think it's called like CHIAKI or something. And this application allows the Steam Deck to actually turn on your PS5 and be able to play PS5 games off of the same Wi-Fi. It's phenomenal. It allows me to play Elden Ring if I want to, and unlike playing Elden Ring as like a straight up base Steam game, I can play it off the PlayStation 5, which allows me, as long as I have internet connection, stable internet connection, it allows me to be able to play it for much longer hours without having to rely on an outlet. There is a little bit of an input delay depending on the internet connection, but ultimately it's still it's fine. You know, you're not going to beat any bosses that way, but I'm not going to beat any bosses off stream anyway. But the one issue that I have is that there is no fucking middle button. You know how on the PlayStation there's a middle button for the map? There's no way to access the fucking map. So I literally cannot use the map. There's no touchpad. No, the select button doesn't do that on the fucking... I tried. I like tried rearranging. I tried remapping it. You can't even remap it. No, you literally cannot remap it. You cannot map it to the back. You can do that if you're playing the regular Steam Deck game. You're not listening to me. On the regular Steam Deck game, if you play Elden Ring from your Steam Deck, you can do that. If you're playing Elden Ring off of your PlayStation, no, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I am playing Elden Ring off of the PlayStation. So there is no way. I looked. There is no way. No, I tried the touchscreen too. Oh my God, you're not hearing me. I think the CHIAKI for deck lets you remap your touchpads. Yeah, I might have to do it inside of the CHIAKI for deck app. This is yet another instance where I'm very clearly explaining something to you. You most likely have never heard of this application. I'm not playing Elden Ring on the Steam Deck. I'm playing from an app called CHIAKI for deck, which allows you to access your PlayStation. You have completely stopped listening to what I'm explaining. I know how to remap keys, chatters. It's not a regular type of remote play situation. There is no way to remote play from your PlayStation on your Steam Deck. You have to use the application that I'm explaining. It's a third-party application. It's wonderful. It works great. It's a little bit difficult to put together, but once you figure it out, it's great. It's just so funny that every single time there is like any kind of tech support in this community, everybody falls apart. I probably have to use the CHIAKI application to remap the controller, which is something I had not tried. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes, CHIAKI will let you map it on the Steam Deck trackpad. I did it too. Thank you. This chatter is correct. Every other chatter is incorrect. I assumed I had not tried the CHIAKI application personally, but thank you. This is one of the very few chatters that is actually correct. Everyone else that's being like, why don't you remap it? Don't understand what I'm talking about, but it's okay.